I know a sexy motherfucker like myself might offend some.
I do what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want.
Bitch, you better learn who run it, cause all this money gotta come through me. Ayy, I keep
What's
it.
up, y'all? It's your girl T-Lex Dosage, aka T the Trapper, aka the Entrepreneur, and I am back with another video. If you are new here, hey, welcome. If you're not new here, hey, welcome back. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to become a part of the Trap Navy on game. So we're in the room right now. This is a little sneak peek y'all got of the room. What we have here is Cranberry Juice, Plantain. They birthed them a little bit, but I don't mind it. And we finna do, this is a roommate 101 video. So first and foremost, should you or should you not have a roommate as you're a freshman, it's your first year in college, should you or should you not have a roommate? Me personally, I think that you should have a roommate. Why? Because I feel that having a roommate is very crucial to your first year experience. And I understand now with the people on the back burner, like, I am not finna share no itty bitty room with someone. Number one, not all college dorms are small. My dorms at my old college were very, very big. So it wasn't like I was right here, my roommate was right here. And it wasn't like I was right here, my roommate was right here. And we literally, like, our beds was like this and we like had no space between each other. We had significant space between each other. I really do wholeheartedly believe that having a roommate is very crucial to your first year experience. I know you're saying that you're coming from home, having no roommate or whatever, and so why would you want to share a room with a stranger? Okay, quote unquote, they're a stranger just like everyone that's already in your life right now were once a stranger. All your friends, they were once strangers. You became friends. Okay, boom. Just, you gotta be more open-minded when it comes to these things, because they're giving you a roommate for a reason. Think of it like this. You are coming to a school probably a good distance away from home. Some people's school is close to home. Like me personally, my school was close to home. But you're coming to a school a distance from home. All your friends are spread out at their other colleges, and you don't know anybody at this school. Okay, they're literally handing you the blueprint. They're giving you your first friend at that school. Now, don't take what I'm saying to heart, because I understand these roommate horror stories. I understand that y'all may not be friends in the end, or that y'all may drift off, but y'all can very much become friends, lifelong friends, damn near sisters, damn near brothers, etc., etc. You just have to be open to this. Don't come into having a roommate with a shitty attitude, because you're gonna get shitty results. You have to be open-minded, and you can't be bitchy. And when I say bitchy, like rude, meeting each other, not trying to conversate and network with each other and be open with each other. That's why, as an icebreaker, once you find out that you have a roommate, you should most definitely reach out to her via email, or her reach out to you via email, because I'm pretty sure in your housing portal it's gonna have the name of your roommate and their email. So what you need to do, if she don't already beat you to, or if he don't already beat you to it, you need to click their email, email them, hi, my name is such and such, I see that I'm your roommate, would you like to exchange numbers to discuss the room? That simple. Okay, me personally, I said this in a previous video, but I don't think I'm posting that video, so I'll give y'all a little mini story. I didn't decide I was going to college until 17 days before school started. I had already been accepted to the college that I previously went to, but I was having complications with my FAFSA. I got accepted to 14 plus colleges, and a lot of those schools weren't giving me my financial aid reward letter because I couldn't figure out how to verify my financial aid, verify my FAFSA. So basically, I had it in my brain that I wasn't going to college. Before that, before even the financial aid mess, I had already had it in my brain that I wasn't going to college in the first place. But I'm a very just in case type of girl. I like to be prepared. So when free college application week in my state came around, I literally applied to every school that I could apply to, just because I was like, no, I don't want to go to college, but just in case that small 1%, I decide that I want to go to college between now and the end of the school year in the summer, I want to be able to. So what did I do? That whole week I did my FAFSA and I applied to many schools, like damn near 20 schools. Honestly, I know I got accepted to 14 schools, but it's not really any that turned me down. So really I applied to like 14 to 20, but I can't name any that turned me down besides A&T. Now before you get big mouth, I'm accepted to A&T now, so don't do that. But that was the only school that turned me down then. So I had 14 plus college acceptances, but I didn't want to go to school. So fast forward, I done graduated high school, summer done came, I'm working 2 jobs that summer, and I was making bank, but it's like I wasn't seeing it because it was all spent on Ubers getting to and from work. I literally worked every single day. IHOP was my very first job. I literally got hired at IHOP within 2 weeks of me graduating from high school. And then so I worked IHOP, and then I got hired at FedEx the beginning of July. So I worked FedEx Monday through Friday and IHOP Saturdays and Sundays. So I literally worked 7 days a week the whole summer. I think I could probably count on one hand how many days I had off from IHOP, because I had to literally take them off, and it was because I went home for the 4th of July weekend, and I wanted to see my then friend, not my boyfriend, but guy friend that I was talking to at the time for his birthday. So it was literally like the last week of July, first week of August. The lady at my old school, Lewisburg College, she was literally hunting me down. She was my advisor. I was assigned to her for my district or last name, something like that. And she literally was hunting me down. She had spoke to my mother. She had left me voicemails to call her back, and I didn't, because I was thinking to myself, first of all, Lewisburg is my hometown. So I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I don't even want to go to college. Second of all, I've never ever had a thought in my head that I wanted to go to Lewisburg College. Literally, that school is right there in my hometown, not even a minute from my high school. So I'm saying to myself, like, even though I had applied to Lewisburg College whenever I applied to all the other schools, I didn't have it in my brain that I was going to go to that school. Literally every school on the list that I could apply to, that I felt like I literally just applied to, because I don't know if it's like this for other states, but for North Carolina, it's this website called CFNC. You can literally go in there, create your profile, and plug in all your information, and click what schools you want to apply to, and it'll automatically input all your information into it. So it literally took me like a minute to apply to each school. So I took advantage of that and applied to like multiple, including Lewisburg College. So the lady was like hunting me down, hounding me. And then finally one day, I think I decided to just call her back when she left me a voicemail. Maybe she called me and I answered, and I didn't realize it was her. But she's like, hi, blah, blah, blah. I'll never forget this lady's name. I get teary-eyed and emotional every time I think about it, because literally she changed my life. But for the better. And I'm so happy like that she was hounding me the way she did. And it wasn't like she was doing it like impulsively and annoyingly. It was just like she was doing her job. And so literally she called me, or I called her, and she was just explaining to me how I got accepted, and she gave me the breakdown of my financial aid reward letter. Now keep in mind, all of the other schools that I applied to and got accepted to, I'm talking Elizabeth City, Winston-Salem State, NCCU, St. Aug, Shaw, Shawan, UNC Pembroke, Mount Olive. That's just 8 I can think of. Vance Scramble, I think Wake Tech. That's just 10 I can think of. Oh, Johnson C. Smith. Literally all those schools I got accepted to. The only school, and Lewisburg College. Lewisburg College was the only one to give me my reward letter. The other ones were waiting until I could verify my financial aid before they give me my reward letter. So that's what made Lewisburg stand out, basically, because they let me know how much aid I was going to get from them. So she told me all this over the phone. She sent me the email and she went over it with me over the phone. And she was like, would you like to set up for an appointment to tour the school? I said, yeah. So it's August 3rd. That's the day we set. August 3rd, 2018. Literally, me, my mom, and my grandmother, we went to the school. We toured it. She drove the little cart for us, the lady. She drove the cart for us, giving me a tour of the school. I saw a few buildings that I hadn't even noticed before, like with me driving past there every single day, or with me, I literally graduated at Lewisburg College from my high school of Lewisburg High School, but I didn't even notice the building right beside the auditorium that I went in to graduate. So she gave us a tour of that, and then she came in, she broke down the numbers and stuff for us again, and she let us know that the housing deposit was $200. So my grandma and my mama was looking at me, and my mind was just running a mile a minute, like, and I just said, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And my grandma, she paid that $200 for me that day, and me and my mama, we paid her back. Me, my mama, and my daddy, we split the bill and we paid her back, but she paid that $200 for me that day, and that day changed my life forever, for the better. I don't know where I would be right now had I not went to college 2 years ago. Literally, I'd still be working at IHOP on Saturdays and Sundays, and FedEx on Monday through Friday. Mind you, the pay was good. I was making $11.50 at FedEx an hour. I was working 3 to 5 hours each day at Monday through Friday, and I was getting paid from FedEx every Friday, direct deposit. IHOP, I was getting paid every 2 weeks, and I was only making $8.50 an hour, but I was working 6 hours Saturday and Sunday, so literally I was getting 6 paychecks a month. But had I not decided that I was going to school, I literally don't know where I would be right now. Like, still in Durham in my mother's apartment, working 2 jobs with no social life. Not that I want a social life, but I'd literally just be secluded in a bubble. I know nothing but work and blah blah blah. Like, literally, my life took a turn for the better after that. And it's like, I hadn't even thought of this, like the fact that my life took a turn for the better, until now. Like, as I'm telling this story, I'm realizing that literally was the best decision I made in my life, because like everything else that happened in my life kind of fell off of the fact that I decided to go to college that day. So like I said, my grandmother paid the $200 for me. The $200 is what solidified my spot at the school and solidified my spot in housing. It was August 3rd. School literally started August 20th. So I had 17 days to get my shit together and myself together for school. So what did I do? Told my jobs, I was like, so-and-so is going to be my last week. So literally, the next week that I worked was my last week, because I wanted to have a week to myself before I had to move in order to get last-minute stuff, the very last-minute stuff taken care of, and be able to like be seen off from my family. The next week that I worked was like my last week. How did I fund me going to college? Like I said, I literally decided I was going to college within 17 days before I had to move in. So this is what I did. And if you have the strong mindset of paying bills and knowing that you got shit due, and knowing that you got bills due and shit to do, and you gonna make sure it get done before anything else, if you got this type of mindset, I strongly advise you to do this. If you don't have this mindset and you know you ain't gonna pay the money back and blah blah blah, don't do it. So basically what I did was, I had my money from working, I had a few more checks rolling in from working, and then I went to the bank, my local bank, State Employees Credit Union of North Carolina, and I got approved for a loan for $800. That's all I asked them for. Literally, I did the math for everything that I felt was mandatory for me to have starting out at school, because I was like, growing up as a little girl, I shared a room with my sister. And then when my older sister went to college, and when I was in 8th grade, that's when me and my younger sister no longer shared a room. She got her own room and I got my own room. So from 8th grade all the way to 12th grade, I had my own room. Once I graduated and we moved to Durham in that apartment, me and my sister were back sharing a room. So I'm saying that to say I never really had a space of my own to manipulate, and I didn't have, I'm not finna say I didn't have much growing up, but decorating my room wasn't something that my family did for me, and it wasn't something that I did for me, because for one, I didn't have the money to just spend on decorating my room, like being fancy and having like my palace. So I knew that with me stepping into this new environment, I wanted it to feel like a home and comforting and like my palace. On top of that, I wanted to have the proper tools that were going to provide me with the necessary things in order to succeed in college. So I added up the price of a laptop, school supplies, a bed comforter, bed risers, the back pillow, a few room decor from Amazon, my refrigerator, treasure chest, all of those things I felt were crucial to me being on campus by myself and succeeding. I need a treasure chest for me to put my snacks in. Now, I have a roommate and I don't know her yet, but outside of the fact of me knowing her or not knowing her, or being comfortable with her or not being comfortable with her, I need somewhere to store my snacks. So the treasure chest, I got it from Walmart. It's about this wide, and it's about this tall. Literally, it kept all my stuff. I had paper plates, napkins, cups, bowls, seasonings, oodles and noodles, chips, granola bars, gummies, anything you could think of, I had stored inside of that, and it sat up under my bed just fine. I had a lock to go on it, but I didn't even use the lock after the first week. I got a laptop. How you gonna go to college without a laptop? Yes, okay, let me not say it like that, because you can very much survive college without a laptop, and they do have 24-hour labs on campus, I'm sure. I know we did have one. We had a 24-hour lab, and then we had the computers in the library. My school was small, so that's literally all we had. The 24-hour lab and then the computers in the library, but the library closed at a certain time. So with that said, you could very much use your school's computer lab and computers. Like, I still did that even though I had a laptop. But what about when you're in your dorm and you forgot that you had an assignment that's due at 11:59 p.m. and it's 8 o'clock, and you comfortable in bed already? You're not gonna feel like getting up and going to the lab. Now, if you have to, you absolutely have to, and you got the urge to, and you ain't the type to just say fuck it, I'll take that L, then you'll get up and go do that assignment really quick. But having your own laptop, you can just grab it, get that assignment in by 11:59 p.m. A laptop was crucial to me. On top of that, you can have it out in class. Some professors don't allow you to, because I ain't gonna lie, I did use it for productive purposes in class at the beginning, but after that, I was playing cool math. I sat in the seat all the way in the back. I'm not the type to sit in the front of the classroom, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm very shy, and on top of that, I'm super tall. But like, I could use me being super tall as an excuse, but I never thought to use that as an excuse. But I'm so nervous, and I got anxiety, and I just don't want nobody sitting behind me, really. So I'll sit in the seat in the back, or a seat from the back. Like, I've never sat in the front of the classroom. A microwave is crucial because I didn't eat Hot Pockets or oodles and noodles heavy, but that's something that you would get. That's something that's crucial to, on the grocery list for a college student, because it's quick and easy to make, microwavable. So a microwave was very essential to me. A refrigerator was very essential to me to store my juices and waters and anything else that I wanted refrigerated. So I got me a refrigerator. School supplies are obviously essential. The book bag, essential. The bed risers. Now, not everybody needs this, but one fact, I'm super tall, so I wanted my bed to sit up a little taller. And then on top of that, it allowed me a boost up from the ground. That way my refrigerator and treasure chest could fit up under it. So I'd have somewhere to store that, and it's not just sitting out for others to see, not others as in my roommate, but just company to see or anything. And it's just not sitting out looking tacky. Like, keep in mind, you're in one room, regardless of if it's small or big. Like I said, our room was big, but keep in mind you're in one room and you want to be able to utilize every space you can. So why not use up under the bed? So literally, with me buying the bed risers and boosting my bed up, my refrigerator fit up under the bed, because I had the refrigerator, like the type of refrigerator you got in the kitchen. They got the freezer at the top and the refrigerator part at the bottom. That's the kind I had. It was just a minier version, but it ain't like them other little skimp mini refrigerators. I had the real deal. So that one was, it's not super tall, but it was tall. And so I had that up under there. I had the treasure chest with the snacks up under. Also stored bags of clothes and bins up under there, and 2 laundry hampers. So get you some bed risers. Those are essential. What I did to cover it up, because I hate tackiness and things being out of place, instead of getting a twin XL bed cover, get you a full bed comforter. So get you a full / queen bed set, and when you make your bed, make it so that the longer part of the blanket will hang over, and it covers everything up to the public eye. So when people walk in your room, they just see your bed and it made up really pretty in the blanket. I'm pretty sure I got pictures or videos of how my room used to look. I'll put that in just as like a visual. But it covered up the refrigerator, the trunk, the dirty clothes hamper, the bags of clothes. Like literally, I'd have clothes spread out up under the bed sometimes, and you wouldn't even know, because the blanket covered it up. So very much do that. Those are the things that I knew I wanted going straight into school. Now, what cost the most out of that was the laptop. The laptop was about $150. The refrigerator was about $160. I got the laptop from Dell.com. I got the refrigerator from Target. The microwave was only like $20 or $30, maybe less than $20. I got that from Target. Those, well, the refrigerator and the laptop were my 2 expensive purchases out of everything else that I bought for school. With that said, I didn't have, scratch the fact that I bought everything else that I bought, I didn't have $300 just sitting to be spent on a refrigerator and a laptop. So like I said, what I did was I went to my local bank and I applied for a loan for $800 to cover the cost of all of those items, and they gave it to me. Why? I didn't have credit before then, but somebody's gonna always give you a chance. If you go to any other loan place, at the end of the day, good credit, bad credit, no credit, we all had to start somewhere. So they gave me a start. And I feel like one of the obvious 2 reasons is the fact that I had 2 jobs. Not 1, but 2. Even if I had just 1 job, that'd be good. But all they really care about at the end of the day is if you got the income, if they think you got the income in order to cover the cost. Literally, it was $800. It was like 10 months for all these loan companies and people really care about is if you got the income to be able to pay off what you borrowed. Now, I think mine was for 10 months, and all I had to pay every month was
I know a sexy motherfucker like myself might offend some.
I do what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want.
Bitch, you better learn who run it, cause all this money gotta come through me. Ayy, I keep it